In college, my friends and I were chilling, drinking, smoking some weed and playing Cards Against Humanity. There were 7 of us, 4 guys, 3 girls. The dude whose place we were at went to bed and said just lock the door on our way out. A little later we started talking about massages. I don't know who, but someone suggested we do a massage train on the dude's sofa. We line up, I'm at the back, an alternate guy-girl with everyone sitting in the person behind them's lap. We were all high or drunk except this one girl. Really thinking about it, that felt like we were about to burst into an orgy at any given point, considering how much sexual tension there was in that room, all horny 20 years fucked up rubbing each other. In the end, someone ended up getting fingered while it was happening. So, how was it? A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. So, how was it? He still gets reminded of that night, every time he pees. No XD. My uncle did it better. A little later we started talking about messages. Do you guys remember the golden days of AIM? In the end, someone ended up getting fingered while it was happening. I read this in the cadence of the Linkin Park song. Dude sitting in front of the girl getting fingered was probably getting a mean massage. I have worked construction a long time and this one goes back at least 12 years now. I had gotten off work early because it was summer and we did a roof rather quickly and started early that day. I returned home and my then girlfriend was sleeping. Or so I thought. I dropped my pants and tool belt and went to the shower. When I walked back from the shower she was waiting for me wearing nothing but my tool belt and a hard hat. It was both hilarious and sexy. I actually find this story to be super cute. Similar to this but a bit different, I also work in construction, came home early after and found my then girlfriend in bed, but she was fucking someone else. Fuck you, Sarah. Man, she sounds like the worst. Sorry man. Every time I see that emoji used several times in a row, all I can think about is someone puckering their lips and kissing another dude's ass. Damn, that sucks, but happy cake day. I've discovered there's nothing I like better than this combo. Like the time my GF asked me if I was going to fix a torn sweater or throw it out. When I dismissed it as a rag, she disappeared for a few minutes and came back with a newly coutured vest and leg warmers, dancing to Flashdance. Laugh boner for days. Well, it's good that she put a helmet on her head when she put her hands on the tools. Was she capable when it came to handle your tools, or did she just hold them in her hand? I can't be the only one who got that hold up feeling when he saw the 12 years, right? Hey man. I'm old now, but I was 18. 19 when this happened. I don't have any experience, but I think I can fix you up with something. Well. Did you fuck? Was it good? No, they just went to go do some quick construction work and go to bed. Why do you think she wore the hard hat? Safety first. Found the 7th grader. I was teaching a college course and a girl who had missed most of the course walked into my office. There must be something I can do to pass. Sorry, no. She left. Upvote for integrity. I've never been one to judge anyone for receiving sexual favors as a bribe, in fact it kinda turns me on, but it would be highly distasteful for a teacher to pass anyone for anything other than a display of academic ability. Ass to mouth would also be distasteful, but not so much for the teacher. Good choice. The correct answer to this is study. The school had an attendance policy. She had missed too much for me to pass her. Was she hot? Hot enough that if she had gone for my belt or undressed, I'm not sure what would have happened. I think about it late at night sometimes. Probably sex. If it were me though, she still wouldn't have passed the class. Priorities. Study. Yes, show up to class. The cashier at Subway reached over to pull a thread off my shirt. I told her I thought she was gonna grab my tit. I am a guy. She, if you let me touch yours, I'll let you touch mine. She blushed really hard and I laughed. But I'm faithful, so I didn't chase it. Wait, who got the 6-inch foot-long meatball for the cashier? That's when 3 guys shove their sacks into a girl's crotch. Life either gives you a 6-inch turkey, or the 12-inch Italian. Or the kids' meal. Okay, I will leave now. The FBI would like a word. She went for the full $5 deal. She works there, so I think she gets a discount. I don't need a bag, I'm eating in. I got a half-eaten 6-inch, if anyone would like to have it. She probably stays up at night thinking about that with embarrassment. Shit, I still think about it, lol. It made me feel good though. I hadn't got hit on in a long time. Was on the NYC subway late at night and there was just me and this young couple in our car. After the train started moving again, the dude took his pants off and his girl started giving him a blowjob. Was trying to look away, but every now and then I'd glance over and notice they would both be staring at me. This is oddly terrifying. It would only be worse if they weren't moaning at all, just staring at you as they go hammer and tongs. I am unsure if a blank stare or a grin would be creepier though. Guy. Woman. I guess they cancel each other out. I'm definitely picturing this woman having a toothless grin. Hammer and tongs, lol. I wanna read that book. Have you never heard going at it, hammer and tongs? Just pounding away. I'm an old bastard and I never heard that one. I like it, it's in my lexicon now. I am Australian, if that helps. We have a few that Americans don't know, like one of my go-to phrases, fair suck of the Savoy. Savoy being a Cheerio, or midget hot dog sausage. It generally means give something a fair chance, usually used when someone is expressing an extreme opinion. It is the same as fair crack of the whip or fair shake of the sauce bottle. The going at it hammer and tongs would originate from blacksmithing, I reckon. It means to go hard at something, and I am amazed to have just found out that it is actually Australian slang. I thought it was British in origin. For hell. Like a territorial act. Depends, how old were they, what kind of stare was it, how long did their eyes stay locked? This is something Stephen King would write about. Did you stare back or say something? I assume Stephen King writes creepy porn? Yeah, his books are billed as horror, but it's almost always just weird sex stuff. The only scene I really recall from the book and not movie of The Stand is the part where a big bloke uses a revolver's barrel inserted into a bloke's arse to dictate the tempo for the blowjob that he had to give him. I had read a lot since then, but that one still stays with me. Wait, are you talking about Stephen King, esteemed horror writer? Or the aforementioned Stephen King, writer of creepy porn and weird sex stuff? I did not even pick up that there are 2 Kings with the same name but different spelling. I am talking about the esteemed horror writer who wrote It, The Green Mile, Atomic Knockers, and Hearts in Atlantis amongst so many others. I was being facetious, sorry. Someone read the unabridged version. Poor trash can man. Although I'm not entirely sure he minded too much. It gets worse, I was 12 at the time I read it. To date it is still the biggest book I have read. I started reading adult fiction when I was 110 or 11 and am still going strong some 20 years later. I've read some messed up things since, but that scene is the one that stays. I was also early with novels, and also, inappropriately, inclined to Stephen King. Pet Sematary was my first big book. You can't finish a King novel without an underage gangbang, zombie blowjob, anal firearm rape, etc. Wait, what? Which books are those first 2 in? My first adult books was David Gemmell's Winter Warriors. Underage gangbang, It. Zombie blowjob, The Shining. Anal firearm rape, The Stand. MOON, that spells blowjob. I assume Stephen King might, but Stephen King isn't an author. If King wrote about it, it'd probably kids having an orgy on a train to hell.